Hello, welcome to Ping Who Sleep podcast. I'm Dr. Yishan, a board-certified sleep expert. If you have listened to my podcast for a while, you possibly already know me. I am an entrepreneur, in addition to be a sleep expert. So I run my own group practice in San Francisco Bay Area. I started this whole journey around 2018. That's the same year I started this podcast because I was still learning about sleep health and sleep knowledge back then. So my goal is to learn more and interview more sleep doctors. Along the way, my clinic really grew from working on my own part-time to working on my own full-time. And eventually I start hiring more and more clinicians. And now we have about 20-ish clinicians and staff across our different locations. In this journey, I was also able to build other 2 podcasts. So right now I have 3 podcasts and 3 YouTube channels. A lot of my friends or people I don't even know, my colleagues, when they heard how much I've been doing, they all wonder about one thing. How can this woman really have time to sleep? But the fact is, I sleep really well. Even though I treat insomnia clinically, myself don't really have any struggles with insomnia. I always sleep well, and even sometimes, occasionally, I have sleep problems. I know how to adjust it very quickly back to the norm. And so I'm able to make sure I rest well, so I'm able to be more energetic and go, and really pursue my passion, my meaning in my work and life. So today I want to share with you 5 things really help me sleep well around my bedroom. I hope that can inspire you and give you some opinions, give you some ideas. What may be helpful? What are some things you can consider adjusting in your sleep environment? But before we start, I want to thank another company very generously sent me their product to try. This company called Cozy Earth. So they make bed sheets and bedding materials. They sent me a whole set of bed sheets. I think it's made of sustainable viscose from bamboo fabrics. So to me, I've been using cotton all the time before. Since I'm from China, we always use cotton. But Cozy Earth's bed sheets are so soft. I just love it so much. That's why I really want to mention it to you. And sounds like I checked their website later. Looks like they have 100-night sleep test. So you can just buy it, try it for 100 nights. If you don't love it, you can send it back and get a full refund. I never see any company offer this kind of thing. I think they must be really confident in their product to allow such a free full refund policy to exist. So after trying it for almost 1 month now, I just love it so much. They also very generously offer all my audience, whoever listening to my podcast, this 35% off coupon code. So if you want to buy their stuff, just enter this coupon code Deep Sleep, and you can get 35% off all across their site. And I will share more of my trial experience at the end of today's episode. So the 5 things really help me sleep well. The first factor, which is really important to me, is the blackout curtain. So to me, I'm someone really sensitive to light. I used to have those, shade blinds. If you open it, if you close it, so the sunlight still can come in and you can still feel it. It's daytime outside, right? So when I moved to my new place several years ago, I just installed a whole blackout curtain. It still have the side not fully sealed. I can still see a tiny bit light in, but overall, once I put this curtain down, my whole room just super dark, and it just feels like at nighttime all the time. And the little bit light coming in during daytime does not bother me at all. Ever since I put on this blackout curtain, I just feel like I'm able to just really sleep and I don't have as much night wakenings. And in the morning, I was not waken up by the sunlight that easily as before when I rented in an apartment. So if you are someone who are light sleeper or someone who really sensitive to light, or if you are someone wake up far too early and you want to be able to sleep a little bit longer, you can try blackout curtain. I believe there are multiple choices on the market. I don't know what brands are good. I'm not recommending anything right now. So just try them out and find out what works for you. The second thing is the weighted blanket. Well, I would say it's not necessarily the typical weighted blanket on the market. Mine was from China. So because when I grew up, the blanket we use in China is quite heavy. It's made by cotton and other materials. I don't know what's in it exactly, but it's always have some weight on my body. So I got used to it when I grew up. After I came to America, I realized a lot of blankets here are so light. I don't know, it's like a down feather in it or what. So it's just I barely feel the blankets here. So I still use the blanket I bought from China all the time. So they always have a weight. Then I look into the sleep research. Guess what I found? So there are some research so there are some evidence backing up that weighted blanket actually could help some people improve their sleep quality in certain settings. So there's a review article around 2020. They summarized 8 different research studying different weighted blankets. They find some evidence that weighted blankets actually help us reduce anxiety within certain settings and certain populations. Okay, but again, this may not work for every single person, so it's not magic. Also, some clinicians tend to recommend weighted blanket to children with autism, and because a lot of children with autism, they have sensor issues. They are very sensitive to certain sensations, which the blanket sometimes can help them sleep better. So after I learned about this research, even though I never bought any weighted blanket from the American market, but I think the blanket I've been using for years from China could count as some sort of weighted blanket. I do feel comfortable to have some weight on my body at night. That just helped me feel grounded by feeling some weight on top of my body. So I don't know what you think. Feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know if you tried any weighted blanket, whether it works for you or not. The third thing really helped me is incense. So the smell. I don't use any essential oil at night in my bedroom, but I do use this traditional Buddhism incense. Not every day, only if I'm very stressed out. As an entrepreneur, I have a lot of business decisions to make. I have a lot of interpersonal issues to handle. Sometimes I have to worry about marketing. I have to think about how to get more clients for my clinicians. Sometimes I have to think about what is the next step for my clinic. So stress could be really high for me sometimes. I notice when my mind is running, and I know it's a signal for me to be stressed out or more anxious on a certain day or a period of time. On those nights, I tend to light up one incense. I just bought those from Amazon, right? And they have different flavors. So once I smell that, I just feel calm. I find myself to fall asleep easier. I don't know whether it's a placebo effect or what. Maybe that's related to my culture too. When I grew up, my grandparents, my parents, they do light up incenses at home occasionally. And we go to temples sometime, for good luck, right, during the holidays. So the smell of incense always bring me home-like feelings, always some security, peacefulness. So my brain associate incense smell with something peaceful, calm, and nice. So I think that kind of brain association definitely helped me to sleep better. Then I looked into research because nowadays, aromatherapy, essential oil is a big thing. A lot of people try to use this to help us sleep better, right? So there are some research showing that certain essential oil could help us reduce anxiety, calm down our nerve system, and induce a sense of calmness, a sense of like induce a certain kind of sedative feelings for people. For example, a research group in Turkey, in their research, they find especially lavender flavor of essential oil could help some patients to reduce their level of anxiety and improve their quality of sleep. There's another study with a smaller sample size. They found when they apply lavender essential oil to postmenopausal women, what they find is this can really help them to to reduce night wakening time, help them fall asleep faster, and even experience less menopausal symptoms. So it looks like the smell is something could potentially help us. But again, everyone like different flavor, and our brain may associate different smell to different things. So if you want to use something like this to help you, you can try different things on the market and find what works for you the best. But again, I want to emphasize, don't rely on any of these things, because if you have more severe sleep problems like insomnia, relying any of those can cause even more problem, right? Because you think, oh, only this can save me. If I don't sleep with any of these things, then I'm not able to sleep well. If you use these different things to control your sleep, then you may find even you have all this incenses, weighted blanket, blackout curtain there, you can still you cannot sleep well. Then a lot of people will get desperated. So the problem is not these things are useless. It's just you're trying to rely on them too much. There's no magical pill here. If you really have insomnia, you really need to consider CBT for insomnia, this treatment, not just use any sleep aid, any those sleep hygiene, this environmental change to help you, because there's some core cognitive change and behavioral change you really need to make. Okay, so the top three things. And then there are two more new things I've been trying to help me sleep better. One is the pillow. I never really paid too much attention of pillow because I sleep really fine. But if you listen to my other episode, you possibly know myself, I do have upper airway resistance syndrome. So recent years, I notice it gets more severe. Sometimes I'm going to choke myself and wake up in the middle of the night. Even though very occasionally, it's just very uncomfortable. So several months ago, this company Pillow Cube sent me their pillow. I have to say I'm still using that pillow. I just love it so much because it's for side sleepers, and I'm mostly a side sleeper. So when I sleep on that pillow on my side, I stay on the side. I have much less episode. I barely can remember when the last time I had an episode in the middle of the night. Definitely much better. So I think for whatever reason you need, you possibly need to find a comfortable pillow for you, right? If you snore or if you have these similar symptoms as me, you may consider this kind of pillow. Or if you like a thinner pillow or thicker pillow, just try those pillows on the market, see what works for you. For Pillow Cube, just want to repeat, because I love it so much, now I'm affiliate with them, and they offer 10% off coupon to anyone want to try it. and the coupon code is mindbody10. So this is pillow. Again, make your own decision, right? I'm not selling anything here, but I love it myself. And the last thing is the bed sheets from Cozy Earth, as I mentioned earlier. I want to share with you my open box experience, and I've been using this bed sheet for several weeks now. I love it so much, so I'm still using it. I really just want to recommend things on my podcast that I really like. Sometime I will mention to you, or this is just some product I try, right? You can make your own decision. But I will also tell you there's certain products after trying, I really love them personally. So this Cozy Earth bedsheet is one set of those. First, when I opened their box, they gave me a free bag. I think within the box, there's a free shopping bag. And very nice, you can use to go grocery shopping. That's a surprise first. And then I was thinking, well, bed sheets over the years, right? In China and here, I tried so many different bed sheets, like how special this could be. But when I put it on my bed, so they gave me two. One is a bed sheet, one is to cover the blanket. So I can sleep in between two sheets. I have to say I was amazed by how soft they are. First, I opened the box, I washed them. So first, I actually opened the box and I washed them first to make sure they are clean, of course, because they're gonna touch my skin. And then when I put them on my bed, oh gosh, they're just so soft. I think, I don't know whether they're the most soft ones I ever used, but at least over the recent years, they are definitely one of the most soft ones I have been trying. And I just feel so comfortable, especially summertime, right? So I have a lot of skin and got exposed in the air at night. So be able to touch so soft bed sheets upper me and beneath me, it just feels awesome. And that makes me want to stay longer on bed. I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing, but that's how I feel. And I also tried it in some relatively hotter days, and it's okay. I feel like, honestly, I don't think any bed sheets really help me feel cool in a hot day. Where I live, I don't have air conditioners. I don't have any air conditioners. So there are several days in California that's really hot over the past months, which is really strange this year. And in those days, I feel relatively okay and comfortable on those bed sheets. I don't feel like, oh, so sticky, so uncomfortable, and so super hot. So I'm not sure if the bed sheets itself keep me cool, relatively cool, or it just those days are not hot enough yet. But I can try it more and let you know if I feel something different. But overall, I feel like these bed sheets, they absorb my sweats well and soft enough. The possibly softness is the most standing out feature they have. And after I wash it, it's like, you know, I just use machine to wash it. That's another thing, low maintenance for me. I don't like, you know, fancy stuff that I have to hand wash or dry clean. So I just throw them in my washer machine and the dryer machine, they come out super nice. Not sure whether that's something unique, but I love it. So I think this is a new thing I try. I already sleep relatively well, but this like new pillow, new bed sheets, just I think it's helped me improve my sleep even better. Oh, and again, just want to mention, Cozy Earth offers this 35% off coupon to all my listeners, and thank you for your support. So the coupon code is Deep Sleep. So if you want to try, if you're curious about their product and you want to give it a try, please feel free to use this coupon code. So to summarize, the 5 things in my bedroom really help me to sleep well when I have such a stressful startup to run. First thing is blackout curtain. Second, weighted blanket from China. Third, incense, the smell. Fourth is pillow cube pillow. The fifth is cozy earth bed sheets. Okay, so that's my share. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a message, let me know. You can find all my other episodes and show notes on the website, deepintosleep.co. I also have Mandarin and English CBTI course for patients with insomnia. You can check it out on my website too at deepintosleep.co/courses. Well, I'm Dr. Yishan. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you next week. Bye. Thank you for watching our videos or listening to our podcast. If you like our show, please feel free to subscribe, like, and share it. If you have any questions or feedback, we would always love to hear from you. You can either email us or leave feedback on our website at mindbodygarden.com or directly under the YouTube video channel. Thank you very much for your company today, and hopefully to hear from you or have you with us next time.